Has this happened to you? This is caused by a striker called Stellaris. If you're tired of getting stabbed by Stellaris and want to become one, then this video is for you. Key note, at the time this video happened, I'm a general at EU server and Asia server. I still have many steps to go, but it should be enough for the basic. So Stellaris brings to the table 2 swords that can combo. A grapple to grab people and stun them, a cloak to disappear, and a sword drone to usually finish them off and destroy lock-on. It's important to note, all Stellaris damage go through fluid armor. Also, he has a high fuel usage, cause almost all his ability uses fuel. Now, this guide will be more generalized to Verge and maybe Ace Arena, but mostly Verge. Stellaris have an okay defense for everything, but that doesn't mean you can go YOLO. You don't have that much HP. Remember, you are alive. Because at the moment, the only 2 people that have lower HP than you are Falcon and Narukami. For me, Stellaris is what I consider a manual mech. You can do a bunch of stuff really, but if you want to do some damage and get a lot of kills, you need to do them in a proper way, or you usually die. First, we have the basic Warblade. It has 4 attack patterns, but I'm sure you will use this mostly to fly or to attack from above, or to start your sword combo. More on that in a bit. Then, we have the Assault Warblade, which on its own, you can use to do range attack or parry. Right, so the 2 swords have a combo mechanic to them. We have the 1 left click, 1 right click. Honestly, only time I ever used this is to bring an enemy that was flying to the ground. Next, the 2 left click, 1 right click, rapid slash combo. Now this does the most damage but also has the shortest range. Would only use this is I'm either spinning someone against a wall or they are not moving, like a stego. The last one is the 3 left click, 1 right click to do the spinning attack. Actually, you would also want to add an extra right click to the first one to do the 2 spin. Otherwise, you only do 1. This is the most versatile and safest combo, because the AoE is quite big. In fact, in the event that you are stabbing someone twice and your 3rd left click hit nothing, you can still hit them with the combo if they are still nearby. I have used this to hit multiple enemies. As I said, the rapid slash combo deals more damage than the spinning one, as shown here. Which brings me to another thing. You don't have to hit stuff to trigger the combo. And also, if you are comboing someone while you're on the ground, you can do so with barely any fuel and get some as you're stabbing them. It's a risky move. Generally, you want to just disappear and regen energy. But if you have to, you can do that. Stellaris can parry a melee attack by holding right click. This can only be done within the first 2 seconds. Getting the timing to do a parry will take practice. The question of should I parry or should I run away will depend on the situation, like Chris versus a ward. If you have a 1v1 against a panther and you think you can kill it fast, why not? Remember, you cannot parry a downward strike, so if an enemy jump and melee you, that will go through. For the striker you can parry, I say effectively a Leashness and Panther. I do not recommend trying to parry a Welkin. Most of my parry are done against a Panther, mostly because he has no range attack and a bit more predictable than a Leashness. So, an experienced Panther will be careful when knowing you can parry, so I just usually bait him by shooting with the right click, then at the last second, holding it to parry. For me, a parry fight against a Panther is fun and a nice 1v1. You can say it's a game of chicken. If you want an easy way to learn parrying, go to training and spawn a Panther. And just parry him and dodge when you see him going up, because you can't parry him when he's doing his downward slash. Right, well this is basically your best friend like Stellaris. This is the easiest tool you have to close the gap on enemies and stun them. The way it works is, you have a claw when you activate AUX 1. First time you turn it on, it will latch on enemies and slow their movement. If you grapple onto a Falcon or Sky Raider, they will be stationary and transform back to their human form. Pressing AUX 1 again when you're already hooked on a target, you will go to them and stun them. In most cases, you will be using that second one. You are given 2 of these claws and they do regenerate decently fast. Though be careful about their range, it's about 350 meters. Also, if you lose luck on the target or an obstacle block you, even just a bit, you will lose the claw and you won't be able to grab them. Tips: if you are going to grab someone, try to pin them against a wall or a corner. Do not grapple a Panther if he is charging with his lance towards you. His melee will take priority. This is one of the reasons you're very annoying. No one can really see you unless a Falcon detects you using his AUX 1. And the optical camo itself lasts for a decent amount of time if you are running till it's empty, which I do not recommend. If you attack while your cloak is active, you will be seen and it will still be using your camo duration. You will use this to get into a fight and to get out. So management of this is a must. What I recommend is turning it off when you are attacking. This way you have it fully back when you want it. For me, I say you need to balance out the energy and camouflage. If you run out of both, you made a mistake and likely going to die.
Enemy down. Capturing data node.
Illuminate, locking in to harass enemy defense. Inferno.
On most occasions, this is something you use, if you have it, while doing something else. Example, you grapple someone, doing your sword combo and pressing AUX 3 at the same time to deal extra damage, or to finish off 1 HP enemies. Now, during the start of the match, I don't really want to stab anyone, because depending on what map you're on, they are still clustered together. Take the time to see and spot your target. Then, decide to attack them. Don't just stab the first person you see, you will be ganked by a lot of people. First thing I recommend you do when a match starts is press tab. Check who you're fighting. What I target most are low HP targets like a Falcon, Sky Raider, Aquila, Narukami. These are what I look out most when a game starts. If I can't find them, I'll find the one I can stab that would help the team, like Panaka or Lumine. If I really have no choice, I will attack Hurricane, Inferno, and Stego. They will take a while to die, especially the Stego, but they will take your hits and usually can't run away. Now for the playstyle, for after you decide your target is obviously find them. Then go invisible, do a sword charge, and grapple them as soon as you can. Then, do your combo depending on the situation. And of course, shoot your short drone at the same time. If done right, the person you're stabbing should be on most cases half HP, or best case, dead. Now these steps are not 100% how you do all your fight, but they are a nice start and a general one. This video shows Stellaris' ability with some tips and tricks, and as complicated as it seems, I say this is still a basic. For extra help, I do recommend finishing the bootcamp Stellaris. It does help with using combos and chasing flying enemies. I might do another one for some extra bit and fighting specific snipers later on, but for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.